Hello friends, today is the third session on the topic of human species and its evolution. We are looking the past in the light of modern understanding. That is the Darwin evolution theory. Which is unchallenged and almost established as a principle, and which was confirmed by several archaeological research, genetics, in particular. We were discussing about two human species which survived in past 50-60,000 years. Many species, human species, became extinct. Out of those two which survived in last 60,000 years, Homo sapiens, origin Africa, and Neanderthals, origin Germany, Caucasian region, Central Asia, Siberia, whole of the Central Asia. This understanding of the past gave us a clear picture to look at present, where we stand. Yesterday I was discussing about Neanderthals, how they, out of this, Homo sapiens are the majority of human population which are spanned in Asia, 2/3 of the world population at least. Neanderthals, so Homo sapiens have about 97% of genetic genes common to Neanderthals. But over time, due to crossbreeding, Homo sapiens acquired certain genes from Neanderthals. But in my perspective, the Neanderthals, or what is known as the Caucasian race today. Caucasian race means Shaka, Hunas, Slav, Bulgars, Turk, Mongols. Throughout the history, they wage war on the people towards south, who were living in great communities, big communities. They had confined themselves into the fortresses in order to protect themselves from the attack of these nomadic people who were very powerful, very strong physically, and fighting nature people, wild race. But not only physically, they had superior intellect also, which was proven by the recent scientists, German scientists, from Newton to Einstein. So most of the scientific progress, the Caucasian race played a very crucial role. Like Aryans in India, Aryan race or Brahmins, the Caucasians are seen as a superior race compared to all other races. And that racist theory continued till the Hitler, and till today also there are Nazis who believe in the same theory. And but to a certain extent, science has proven that theory, that there is a superior race. Now, what is the contribution? I told that we already discussed. The great strides and innovation, scientific, technological, has made a tremendous impact in last 150 years or so. This last 150 years compared to what we are looking for 50,000, 60,000 years is the most crucial period. Because what has been achieved in last 150 years, this kind of growth of population, health, and I would say the well-being of people also, was never achieved before. I'm not talking about what is written in our mythologies. Right? And mythology, myths already busted by the science. So there is no point. People who are sticking to mythology, it is their poor intellect or low intellect or unscientific intellect. But the science and technology has fallen into wrong hands, right? And these people who were nomadic by nature, right? All Europeans, Americans, Central Asians, Russians, and they almost 50% or great extent of Chinese also, because the Mongols dominated the China. So great extent of Chinese are Mongolian race. As in India, great extent of us are Aryan race. And western part of India mostly dominated by Shakhunas or this race only, what we are talking about, Caucasian race. So we share the genes with the Caucasians, Bactrians, Yavanas, which is also mentioned in the epics, Mahabharata and all. So Indians share great extent the genes of this Caucasian race, as the Chinese share the genes of Mongols, Turk Mongols. In Middle East also, Turk Mongol genes are dominating, because they all attack the civilizations, ancient civilizations, and all those ancient civilizations, how they vanished because of the attacks of these people. Indus Valley civilization, how it ended? Because of attack of these people. Middle East, Iraq, Mesopotamia, Babylon, Egyptian, Roman, how it vanished? Because of the attack of these people from north. Wild people, nomadic people. And these same people are bent upon and destroying the world today. The same people. So, what is the situation? analyzing briefly. Today is the third session, where instead of looking at past, we are analyzing the current scenario where we are living in, what crisis we are facing, and then the future. This will be the concluding session on this topic, and then you can do further research if you are interested to develop your wisdom and outlook. The science and technology has fallen into wrong hands. There are two kinds of crises. One is one world government. As always, they want to dominate certain people, handful of people, maybe 50, 60 people, top rich. They want to dominate the whole world. They became as powerful as the Devatas. Devata, as we know, the Vayu Devata, Jal Devata, Prithvi, Akash, Surya Devata, right? So everything is in their control. The air in their control. This Devata is in Bandi Khana, or captured or subdued by these demonic people who are trying to dominate and rule over the whole world. From food industry, air pollution, water industry. Now you cannot drink the water from a river because our rivers are polluted. Land, total agricultural land under their control. Pharmaceutical, healthcare, total under their control. They're controlling virtually everything which was available to common people from the nature or Devta. So nature is under their control. They exploited the nature environment. They exploited the resources of the earth. They exploited the environment, and they created the monopoly whereby they have a complete control on our lives. What we eat, what we know, our knowledge, because whole media, everything is in their control. Right? So suppose if they know about aliens, so many secret information we call secret or confidential information, which they will not allow to leak out to common people. So even in the information age, there is certain information which is not available to common people. Which only leak out sometime in the alternate media, what is called alternate media, social media. But it is, some people believe that it is a conspiracy theory, and some people believe it. So there is no way we can confirm whether it is a true information or not. Like about the UFOs or aliens or things like that, you know. So 150 years of industrialization, the global warming has happened already to 2 degree at least. And by the end of this century, another 2 degree minimum, or could be 3 degree added. So this 2 degree rise in global temperature and another 2 degree which is going to happen in next few decades, and all these other things are superficial. We can clearly see the accord and alliances and Paris Accord on all these things, on the agreement. There cannot be any agreement when you cannot agree on small things in the parliament. How our government structure? We cannot agree on the small topics. And even if we agree, we don't act on it. Right? So how it is implemented? One is the policy making. First of all, there are a lot of hurdles, research required for the policy making. Without proper research, it is like Notbandi phenomenon. One day you declare without any research policy. It is like a Hitler thing. One day you taken some decision which can have a huge impact on the lives of people. Without any research, without any brainstorming, without any discussion. It is called a Notbandi phenomenon. Right? The Murkhadipati, the Neech log, the rascals, who are so arrogant that they can take such a decision which can impact lives of COVID, how it is spread out. Somebody has taken a decision whether to do the lockdown or not do a lockdown. How it impacted the lives of people. So there are people who can take a decision, by their one decision, crores of life can be lost. Right? So such a powerful position, people, so arrogant, such a rascal. And when it comes to discussion, they are not ready for discussion. They don't listen to the research or their committees or their ministries who are people who are doing research before. First of all, there is no social research. In India, you see the developing countries, in name of social research, the social engineering taking place. Instead of understanding what people think, behavior, belief, they want to manipulate them, do the social engineering. They want to rule over us, rule over our conscience, our thinking, our what I know or don't know, how I must behave, how I must think. And if we are thinking or saying something contrary, they are the people who decide whether this person should be living or not living. If they go somebody, whistleblower, somebody goes against them, then these people, powerful people or demonic people, identify very easily with the modern technology. There is no privacy. They can even, through your mobile phone, they can understand. Through our social media, they can understand the thinking, what I am saying right now. If it goes contrary to them, they may do anything. They are so powerful. Where it is leading to us? Where it is leading to us. And second thing, this Caucasians, superior, intelligent, powerful, who are controlling the world, who are painting the world in one picture, one world government, one religion, one. Anytime you hear the word one, you understand or that you are nobody. They are everything. Right? You are nobody because they are saying one. One means they. Whether it is a Hindutva based on religion, based on nationality. There's a nationality. We are one nationality. Be careful what they mean by nationality. It is not what you think the nationality is. For you, the nationality could be different, but for them, the nationality could be Hindutva. For them, the nationality could be Nazism. In their nationality, there can be no existence of yours. In their world, you are already eliminated. Forget about your language, forget about your culture, forget about your family. Forget about yourself, you are nobody. This is the phenomenon. Hitler, you name it Hitler phenomenon, you make it Mussolini phenomenon, you say it Churchill phenomenon, Stalin phenomenon, Trump phenomenon, Modi phenomenon, Netanyahu phenomenon, Putin phenomenon, Jinping phenomenon. It is same. Jinping, Putin, Trump, Biden, Trudeau, Modi, you name it, it is the same mentality. They don't allow Reserve Bank, whole system, the world system, the whole mechanism, institutions are created to rule over your physically and intellectually. We are intellectually not inferior or superior, but intellectually we are suppressed. We are in the prison. We cannot, like physical body, we cannot confined in a cell. Our mental faculty confined in a cell. We are not allowed to think or say or act anything which goes against them. Right? So in this scenario we are living in, and the second scenario is these nomadic people, they never like any community. People, they understood the phenomenon that these people can still fight if they unite, if they come in the large number, they can cause the civil wars, they can overthrow the government, right? So they are very, very skeptical that we don't unite, and they are doing everything to disintegrate, divide the people. Again, this point is very, very important. How to divide the people? Confine them in the cells. And what is the cell? Our home. We human creatures are not tuned to confine in our homes. We used to have a small jhopad, hut, only for the sleeping at night, so that no wild animals comes and attack, and while we are sleeping we are off guard and they attack us. Most of the time we are out of home. The child development cannot take place in a home. इंडिया में जो बच्चे लोग होते हैं वो बाहर ही जितना खेलेंगे, जो बच्चे जितना बाहर खेले हैं उनका दिमाग उतना विकसित है, और जो जितने घर के अंदर रहे हैं और फ्लैट के अंदर रहे हैं उनका तो हालत ही, उनका तो इंटेलेक्ट कुछ नहीं है। वो कितना भी पढ़ लिख जाएं, वो रहेंगे वही अंगूठा गधे के गधे। उनका पढ़ने लिखने का कोई मतलब ही नहीं है, क्योंकि वो उनकी थिंकिंग जो है वो एक फ्लैट की सीमा में ही बंधी रही। अपार्टमेंट 2 कमरे का है, कितना स्क्वायर फीट? 500 स्क्वायर फीट, 600 स्क्वायर फीट, और बड़े बड़े शहरों में तो 450 400 स्क्वायर फीट, और 800 और 1000 की बात करो तो वो तो पहुंच जाता है 1.5 करोड़ का बड़े बड़े शहरों में। तो 800 1000 के भी अगर आप फ्लैट में रहते हो तो आपके बच्चों का कोई भविष्य नहीं है, इतना तो पक्का समझ लो। घर में भी अगर बच्चे कन्फाइंड रहें तो उनका डेवलपमेंट नहीं हो सकता। और बड़े अगर घर में या फ्लैट में रहें तो उनकी साइकोलॉजी क्या होती है? टीवी देखेंगे, उनकी साइकोलॉजी, दे आर डिस्कनेक्टेड फ्रॉम द नेचर। देवता, they will be depressed, they will be in anxiety for sure, 100%। ये दीवारों के अंदर आपको कुछ नहीं मिलना। इसको बोलते हैं 4 दीवारी। 4 दीवारी के अंदर रह के बूढ़े बच्चे बड़े सबकी बुद्धि जो है वो डिप्रेस हो जाती है, उनको कुछ दिखता ही नहीं। उनको कुछ दिखेगा क्या? दीवार दिखेगी, उसमें टंगी हुई है, आपको फोटो दिख जाएगी भगवान की। आपको कोई देवता के दर्शन हो रहे हैं? आपको तो चिड़िया कौवे के भी दर्शन नहीं हो रहे, फूल पत्ती भी दिखती नहीं है आपको। कोई बहुत लकी होगा तो वो जाके बरांडे में बैठेगा, आंगन में बैठेगा, पर ऐसे कितने भाग्यशाली लोग हैं जिनके पास बरांडे और आंगन भी है, और टेरेस है, छत है। नहीं है। तो ये 2 चीज, आपका मेंटल क्या हो गया? मेंटली वी आर इम्प्रिजन्ड in our 4 walls, and getting depressed because we are disconnected from the life source, energy, ether, consciousness, which is all। बोलते हैं भगवान हर जगह है। अरे भगवान आपके कमरे के अंदर थोड़ी है, हर जगह है, मतलब कि बाहर हर जगह है। आप निकलो तो बाहर, सूरज के दर्शन तो करो। हाँ, आप घर के अंदर रहोगे, बोलोगे सूरज बाहर है। सूरज के अंदर है क्या? घर के अंदर है। हाँ? भगवान हर जगह है तो सूरज आपके घर के अंदर घुस गया है क्या? थोड़ा सा सोचने वाली बात है। भगवान हर जगह तो बादल आपके घर के अंदर समा गए हैं क्या आके? या नदी बह रही है कि पहाड़ आपके अंदर घुस गया है घर के अंदर? ना आपके घर के अंदर पहाड़ है, ना नदी है, ना बादल है, ना सूरज है आपके। तो फिर भगवान हर जगह कहां से है? भगवान तो हर जगह घर के, लेकिन हर जगह है लेकिन घर के बाहर ही है, घर के अंदर नहीं है। और आपके अंदर कैसे होगा? आपका जब आपके अंदर ही जब ताला लगा के रखा है आपने दरवाजे में कॉन्शियसनेस का, कॉन्शियस चित्त को आपने घर के अंदर समेट दिया, अपने चित्त को, कॉन्शियसनेस को आपने कन्फाइन कर दिया, संकुचित कर दिया, क्षुद्र कर दिया, विक्षिप्त कर दिया, तो उसमें तो किसी का प्रवेश, भगवान कहां से प्रवेश करेगा? भगवान तभी कॉन्शियसनेस में प्रवेश कर सकता है जब आप घर के बाहर निकलो। Understanding this eternal fight between the rascals and devatas and manushyas. Most of us are intellectually and physically confined in our small cells, and we don't allow our consciousness to expand so that we can be free intellectually, physically, and we can do something to protect ourselves by forming a healthy community, by becoming self-sufficient, Swaraj, Swadhyay, Swaraj. This effulgent concept which were given by the great sages, reformers, intellectuals who had ability to think, who had ability to see where we are leading, who have ability to identify the rascals between us, who were empathetic, who were ready to compromise, who warned us, who gave us insight, Vani, so that kuch Sahara, we can have some Sahara. They were the path, we can find the pathfinder. How we can build a strong community, how we can be self-sufficient, how we can overcome the challenges, how we can eat healthy food, drink healthy water, pure water, breathe pure air, and unite with the nature so that we receive the blessings of the nature. Blessings of the nature. Who are fortunate enough to receive the blessings of nature, they know the value of it. Thank you so much.